but yeah. So let's get into the item ducts real quick. So the item ducts are simple. They just let you move items between two different spots. So let's say I have diamonds in here and I have an empty chest over here. You're like, okay, so why aren't the items being pulled out? You need to put a servo on this end so that you can actually be pulling stuff out. Ben's making something over there. So, we have a resonant servo. We'll stick the resonant servo on the end right there, and then we have to go into it. Right now it's not active because it requires a redstone signal, but we can disable that so it doesn't. And now, this end, you can see has the servo on it, constantly pumping all the diamonds out of there, and you can see they all just got moved. Just like that.
Resonant servos are the best, but Signalum is a good close second.
Yeah, resonant servos can move a lot of stuff at once. Let's put a crappy servo on there, and I'll show you how.
I'd say
The crappy servos work.
honestly, there's a good argument between Resonant and Signalum because they do have the same transfer rate to an extent. I think Resonant is just a tad bit faster. But if you are really short for resources, then you can even go with the yellow ones.
See, you can see this one only moves 8 at a time.
I'd say your best bet is reinforced or resonant.
So yeah, you would need to make the servo, and you have to edit the servo. You just right click on it, and you can set up filters and stuff depending on what level, like what tier of servo you're on. You can set up different stuff. For the item ducts, there are actually different types of item ducts too. So basically, we have our regular item duct, and then we have, I think this is a regular one as well.
I apologize for the noise.
I can't pull the different
funny.
ones off the wall. Impulse. Hold on. Okay, no, that's annoying. I can't actually pull the different ones off the wall, but these are dense item ducts. The top ones are,
Okay.
and the middle ones are vacuum item ducts. The bottom ones are regular ones. So
that's weird how you can't pull them though.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It really is.
It's probably because of the item ID or something. But
wait, did you place them, or did you put them in a frame?
No, I placed them.
Oh, then you just need a crescent hammer, dude.
You should just be able to middle click on it and create it and pull it up.
I don't think that's how it works, bro.
Middle click on the glass.
Push through it. I love it. So if you truly want a power bank and you don't have Ender IO, don't have applied energistics or something, this is a really good workaround of that, and it's a really good way to store a ton of power.
You should have a cryostabilized flux duct on you.
I already have one.
Yeah, put it down.
I didn't need yours.
Oh.
I have mine.
My bad. Oh, he put them underneath. I thought you were doing it different. So yeah, you just put it underneath, and then basically, if you were to pull power, you could pull power out of, as long as the output, you could set it up the same way to have an input individually on all of these, and then pull an output. So like, give me one of these. Let's say you wanted, let's say all of, you could basically make all of these. I actually don't know which way you set these up. Like this. So you'd have to make the back of every single one of these orange, like this.
So basically you just open up a power line. I know I brought you a little off topic here. This one's reversed, but
it's all good. And then you could go like this. What the hell? Okay. You go like this, and then any power that I pull off of this line right here, this effectively is a combination of every single one of these outputting together right now. So I would affect, this wire has the capability of throughputting what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 25,000 RF a tick. So that's 100 and what?
6 times 25.
Yeah,
it's
150,000 RF per tick off of this one wire from these. So that's a way that you can increase your power output. And that's why what I usually do is I'll make like a wall of these, and I'll have them near my big reactor, and I'll have my big reactor just charge up a whole wall of these, and then I'll have different lines coming off of the wall going different places depending on where I need power and how much.
He makes a
So
wall of those. I make a wall of these.
those work too. But what else do we have to show them?
You need to show them one way to kind of do the auto crafting, or not auto crafting, the auto.
Oh, we didn't do the upgrades yet. So basically, to upgrade your machines, let's say you want to do them one by one, you'd have to start out with the hardened kit here, and you would just right click on your machines and you can upgrade them all like this. That one's already upgraded. You know what I mean? And then you could go one by one. You know what I mean?
That's
You can
tedious. No
move
one
your
likes.
way up to harden now. And you could go all the way up to signalum. You know what I mean? And then you could grab the resonant one and go resonant. That's top tier. Or you could just grab resonant conversion kits and go straight to resonance on every single one, because the conversion kits you don't need to put the previous upgrade on.
Actually, you do need the previous, but they're all crafted together. So you can start off with.
Yeah, to make it you need it, but
Yeah.
if you're holding it in your hand, you don't need to apply a previous one. It's
So
just
with
a way to condense it.
if you want a cheap way, so say you already upgraded all to just hardened, you can still at least make the what is it, the uh, reinforced signalum and resonant, craft them together, and it does those three specifically onto one block.
Yeah. I mean
If you have a
that
basic machine, then it's a little different.
that's
So
good for if, like, let's say you're already set up in your house and you just want to make a couple new machines and upgrade them real quick to resonant. That's how you'd want to do that. But let's say you're just starting out and you're going to slowly work your way up. That's not how you would do it. You would want to do it with the upgrades instead of the conversions.
so once you get to conversions, that's more once you get to automation, just because they're a little tedious to make over time. It's better just to go individual as you need, because a lot of these machines you may only use once. Like the sawmill, you may use beginning game just because it gets you 6 planks instead of 4. You may use the magma crucible and the fluid transposer a lot more, so you may have them more resonant. The pulverizer and furnaces, depending on what you're using for, you can have them as just reinforced. But if you're using them for ores, then I would highly recommend resonant. So it really just comes down to what are you using most, what is the most efficient way to do it for you. At the end of the day, resonant is, but it takes a lot of ender pearls at the end of the day.
Yeah. But when you're end game, that's not usually a problem.
Fair.
So next I'm going to show you how to automate like ore processing, like really simple early game stuff. So you get yourself a pulverizer and a redstone furnace, and you put them next to each other. And like we were doing before, you got to configure them so that the output on the right is both of these boxes. Because the issue with gold though is it's going to make cinnabar, which doesn't actually go in there. I'll explain in a second how to get rid of that. That's why
I already got you a fix on that, bro. I got you covered.
All right, well then we'll just walk out there for Ben's fix. So then we come into here, make sure that our input is right there. So now let's throw our gold ore that we got here into our pulverizer. We'll throw one in, and what this effectively does is pulverizes one gold ore into 2 pulverized gold, and that makes 2 ingots for us. So that doubles our ore. So you want to do this as early game as possible, because this is going to double basically all the ores that you dig up. So this one stack will make us 2 stacks, and it's just auto. And you can make this output. If I wanted to put it into a chest, I could grab another chest and I could put it. Oops, I could put a chest here, and everything would output straight into that chest. So we can kind of make it automatic. Let's say you had like a lot of ores. You could grab a hopper. And you could put the hopper on top like that, or even on the right of it like that, and basically put an input like that. And then if I want to grab more, you can just throw it in. And let's say I could throw in a bunch of different ores. So let's say I wanted to grab some iron ore. And what else do you smelt? Copper. We'll grab some copper ore.
Basically any ore in the video game, unless there's a separate recipe to deal with it. So I believe cobalt you cannot double, ardite you cannot double from Tinkers. Um, I know aluminum you can.
So yeah, you can just load this thing up with ores and it'll just process them for you. But the
Here,
issue
any
is,
thermal ore you can double. There.
yeah,
Except for destabilized. That's a separate issue.
yeah, not that one.
Redstone, diamond, and emerald, anything like that just requires a pulverizer. But if it's a direct metal ingot ore, then you can use this setup.
So the only issue with this setup is that it'll get jammed up if gold runs through it because it creates this stuff called cinnabar right here, and it gets stuck down here because the cinnabar can't actually get put into the redstone furnace, so it'll never get transferred, and this pulverizer will just stop working once it gets a different block that comes in or it fills up with cinnabar. So the way to get around that is, let me come out here.
I got you,
I'm kind
fam.
of lazy. I'm
Ow, you breaking my house?
just gonna go
Alright,
through the wall.
so let
And
me go and show you this setup.
hold on, I turned
So
the
it's very
wrong.
similar to how his is, only it's a little bit more in-game based. So if you come to the back here, I have signalum plated impulse item ducts. So it means that it gives all these machines power, still gives them access to get in and out any items. Now on it, I do have filters. On the filters, I have a whitelist of cinnabar specifically on the pulverizers. And if you look at the pulverizers and you look at the configuration, on the back, I have a yellow specific. So it's that secondary output where cinnabar is. So if it's so with the whitelist, it says if there is cinnabar in the slot, pull it out. Else, leave it in the machine for it to be processed later. So I'm gonna go and just throw in a bunch of gold, a bunch of silver, and a bunch of copper. And I'm gonna let it do its thing.
And hopefully it makes a piece of cinnabar for us.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, and you can just see his items getting thrown right into this chest back here. There we go. Cinnabar gets popped out. And instead
It's
of it getting
beautiful.
caught up, it gets pulled right out of the machine.
So the best part about this whole system though is that it's completely expandable. You can have multiple lines, multiple rows of it. And instead of having a diamond chest here, whenever we cover the enders, you can put an ender chest here and have it go directly into main storage system. And this, I do recommend the buffer chest just in case. And having a ores. Do we have one?
What?
Yes, we do. So it's ore dictionary export bus.
Oh, yes.
A little cheaty.
We'll get to that later.
That's later
a
on,
way,
but
way higher up mod. But yeah,
there is one other one.
so the idea, like I said, behind this whole thing is we're gonna keep adding different mods, and we're gonna be expanding this little compound here and just showing off different mods. So this is like the thermal expansion area. We'll probably add an area. I don't know. We'll expand this whole place, and we're just gonna keep going mod for mod, adding mods. If you guys want to see a mod, definitely drop it down in the comments because
And we'll definitely be doing a lot more of this. This is just a kind of an intro video just to give you guys a little heads up
yep.
what we're doing.
Let us know what you
And our
liked
plan.
about it. If you like the format, if you don't like the format, let us know what we could change and what we could do better.
If you don't like me specifically, you're more than welcome to yell at me. Channel. I upload random stories every day. Or at least I've been trying to.
But I think we pretty much
Wi-Fi
showed
sucks.
you. I think we pretty much showed you most of the basic stuff for thermal expansion. There's a decent amount of higher up stuff that you can do with the mod that's more end game, but this is basically all you need to know to get yourself set up and going and using thermal expansion to your advantage in addition to other mods, I would say, because in the future we'll show you how to connect all of this stuff together with like applied energistics.
Or refined storage.
Exactly.
And you can also have them integrate with mechanism a little bit too. It's kind of fun.
So we're gonna
But
get
as
to
we go
all of
through
that.
mod to mod, we will show you how to just over time. At the very end, we're gonna build a house and have it all kind of woven together and work together in a nice coherent system.
Yep.
Try to. I might break something, knowing me, but I'll fix it. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this one. Oh, actually, I didn't show him the tools. Let me do that really quick. I have them in my
Just a
inventory.
final recap of the tools.
Yeah,
They're actually really cool.
there's a couple cool tools here. I guess I haven't actually tried the flux saw out. We'll go try that out in a minute. But
Just
I guess
don't
we'll
run into
do the
lava.
drill. So what you can do is you can I'm in creative mode. We should probably go
Shame
back.
on you.
All right, so what this is obviously you're like, all right, that's not too special, but I think how do you change the setting on
It's a
it?
B or X, I
I think
think, is
it's
the command.
all right, you can see it says press V to adjust the drilling area. So if I press V, you can see, okay, now I'm doing a 1x2, which is a tunnel. So if I go like this, you can see that it digs a tunnel for me. Sorry about my phone. I'll mute that. Then let's say I have a bunch of items on the ground everywhere. This thing's pretty cool because I guess if you right click on it, it just sucks them all right to you and you pick them all up.
And all of these require flux.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
need
where
to
that
charge them.
recharger comes in. So if you get a flux capacitor resonant and you turn it on and you press, what is it, V, I want to show it? Yeah.
Yeah, charge
So if
all
you press
items, charge
V, it's
equipment,
all
charge
items.
inventory, and that's how you can keep this stuff charged in your inventory if it runs out. But you can also
I
change,
recommend leaving it on all items. That way, tools in your inventory, that's your best bet.
yeah. So what you can do is you can change it to like 3x3, stuff like that. So yeah, and I guess the flux
I'm going to try the flux saw just because why not?
not
So
sure.
it can what? Go up to 5x5,
Oh yeah, it
right?
works pretty good to be real. You can see. I mean, I'm in creative, so it's instant, but like, it does work. Basically that's for wood. So these are just like quicker ways to mine stuff. They're just cool thermal tools. But all right,
It's the little things in Minecraft that make the best.
right.
It really does. Ooh, and it even goes after leaves. I like that.
All right, Ben, come back to the
I may
house.
actually make a flux haul now. I might just go with like a, what is it, the Thaumic axe or something, but I'm liking the saw more. I really am. Anywho, hope you all enjoyed the video, and peace out.
Yep, that's gonna be it for us today. Definitely drop a comment, drop a subscribe. Let us know if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. We're definitely planning on making more of this. And like I said, if you have any mods that you suggest, drop them down below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.